Breaking news tonight, President Donald Trump says the Gaza ceasefire remains in place, despite fresh accusations from both Israel and Hamas of violating the fragile peace agreement.
The ceasefire, brokered by the U.S., Egypt, and Qatar last week, had brought a rare moment of calm after months of fighting. But that calm is once again under strain as reports emerge of new clashes near the Gaza border.
Speaking at the White House, President Trump said, quote, "The ceasefire is holding. There are minor incidents, but both sides are committed to peace." He added that Washington is monitoring the situation closely and remains in touch with all parties.
In Jerusalem, Israeli officials accused Hamas of launching small-scale rocket attacks overnight. The Israeli Defense Forces said they responded with what they called precision defensive fire, targeting empty areas in northern Gaza.
Hamas leaders quickly rejected the Israeli claims, saying the rocket fire came from other militant groups not under their control. A spokesperson accused Israel of violating the truce by conducting air surveillance and military incursions.
Residents in Gaza reported explosions and power outages. Local journalists described the night sky lighting up, while humanitarian groups urged both sides to prevent a return to full-scale war.
Egypt and Qatar are now working to stabilize the situation. Cairo confirmed ongoing talks with both delegations, while the United Nations called for restraint and reaffirmed support for a long-term peace framework.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Washington remains engaged, describing the current moment as, quote, "fragile but hopeful." He warned that any escalation would make future peace efforts even harder.
Across the Middle East, reactions were mixed. Jordan and Turkey called for de-escalation, while Iran accused the U.S. of bias toward Israel. Analysts say regional tensions remain high despite the truce.
As both Israel and Hamas trade blame, and Washington insists the ceasefire still holds, the world watches with cautious hope. The question now: can peace survive another night of distrust?